You have two options: either conform to self sabotage and potentially ruin a good relationship, or do I challenge myself and actually grow in this relationship? Because that isn't that the point of relationships, to grow? Isn't that the point of relationships, to be a better person?
Let's rewind and start from the beginning.
Nobody told me how hard it is to be in a healthy relationship. And I mean, it's not hard per se. It's very easy. However, like the mental gymnastics that come with being in a healthy relationship is pretty daunting. I think I got used to the chaos and the toxicity in an unhealthy relationship. And now that I'm in a healthy relationship, it feels very foreign to me. So, for instance, last night, my boyfriend, he was telling me how much he loved me and how much he cared about me. And immediately my mind went to skepticism. Immediately I start thinking, does he have something to tell me? Is he trying to butter me up and then land the confession that he has done something wrong or stepped outside of our relationship or anything like that? And you tend to meet genuineness with skepticism. I think one of the hardest things about being in a healthy relationship, because it's like a mirror. It's like a mirror. You have to look at yourself and figure out, why do I feel this level of skepticism, and why is it so hard for me to accept love? And why is it so hard for me to accept the love that I so desired for all my life? Why is it hard for me to accept that? You would think, well, you have somebody that loves you, it should be easy. And again, I'm not saying that it's hard, like it's draining, it's stressing me out. I'm not saying that, but it's hard in the sense of you have to look at yourself. And sometimes that can be hard to look at yourself and sort through where everything has come from. Okay, this is coming from being in a toxic relationship. This is coming from being in a chaotic environment. Now that I'm not in a chaotic environment, and now that I'm not in a toxic relationship, I can rest, but I don't know how to do that. And it's like, I know that I'm safe, but when you've been in unhealthy relationships time and time again, it's like your nervous system kind of gets used to chaos and your nervous system kind of gets used to toxicity. So, with anything that is other than chaos and toxicity, your eyebrows kind of go up. It shouldn't though, right? Your eyebrows shouldn't go up at someone treating you with care and respect and love, right? Your eyebrows shouldn't, but it does when you've been used to nothing but toxicity and chaos. It's like almost you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. That is exhausting in itself, when you're constantly waiting for that other shoe to drop and it never drops. And you're like, oh, okay, I am safe here. I can let my guard down here. Like, I can dismantle all these walls here. Like, it's okay. And I can accept the love that I'm receiving. So that is what I mean when I say that no one told me how hard it is to be in a healthy relationship, because you're constantly looking at yourself. A healthy relationship is going to show you the areas that you need to grow in. And it's also going to show you the areas that you may need to heal. So it's like, I'm not used to someone allowing me to say how I feel. I'm not used to someone listening to how I feel. I'm not used to someone even caring about how I feel. So now that I do have a person that does that, okay, this feels foreign, this feels strange, let me get out of here. And then you start getting into patterns of self sabotage. But it's so important to know that you have two options: either conform to self sabotage and potentially ruin a good relationship, or do I challenge myself and actually grow in this relationship? Because that the point of relationships, to grow? Isn't that the point of relationships, to be a better person? So to have someone constantly remind me that they do love me, and that constant reassurance even when I don't even ask for it, it's very much helpful. So yeah, nobody told me that being in a healthy relationship would be this hard, but also easy at the same time, because I'm all about growth. I'm all about wanting to be a better person. I'm all about understanding that I may not know all the answers and I may not always be right, and that is okay. And it's important for me to constantly challenge myself to be a better person. If there are areas that I need to heal in, I'm going to heal in those areas. If there's areas that I need to grow in, I'm going to grow in those areas. So I just really am grateful that I have a man in my life that truly inspires me, truly pushes me to grow, and truly cares about me, truly loves me, supports me, pours into me, reminds me how beautiful I am inside and out. So I'm very grateful for that. And it's almost like my nervous system has reset, having to look at myself a lot and having to grow. Grow. A healthy relationship will push you to grow if you're ready. So, yeah, nobody told me that healthy relationships could be this hard, but I'm in it for the long haul. So, I'm willing to ride this ride and constantly address the areas that I need to address in order to continue having my relationship prosper and also grow. So,